Welcome back to another fresh edition of Hawk Talk on this Tuesday, November 1st, 2022, here on 91.7 The Edge, WSUW Whitewater, also streaming live through YouTube on UWW-TV. Today, I'm your host, Chris, here with David, Alyssa, Austin, and Brian, and we have a jam-packed show, so let's get into it really quick. So first off, I want to pose a question. Would you rather throw a 50-yard Hail Mary to win the Super Bowl, a 450-foot home run to win Game 7 of the World Series, or a game-winning 30-footer to walk off Game 7 of the finals? We'll start with David.
I think hitting a home run, there's just a special feeling about hitting a home run. Like, we've seen so many cool, like, bat flips, back spikes, everything. But playing competitive basketball, high school basketball, for, like, the last, 6 years, I have to go with a 30-foot, game-winning shot, that being my main sport.
That's fair.
I would have to go throw a touchdown or a Hail Mary. A Super Bowl is a big deal, so to do that would actually be really fun and memorable.
I'm going with the home run simply because I could chuck the bat to the moon and no one would care. Also, a little side note, would you guys rather hit this, or would you rather do these on the road or at home?
I'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm also gonna go with the home run. I just think that the excitement that comes from that doesn't compare to the other two, or it compares, but it's a better feeling than the other two. You got the crowd, everyone on their feet. It's you break the tie and win that World Series. Everyone's going crazy. It's just nothing would feel better than that.
I'm going to have to agree with Brian here. When I envisioned this, I was thinking about it like the Jose Bautista home run with the Toronto Blue Jays, where you can just throw the bat, as Austin said. For that one, I would have to 100% go home. Honestly, for the basketball one, I would go. It really depends on who you're playing against.
I would go away.
If you're playing against a bitter rival, say Steph Curry or Kevin Durant against the Cavs, I'm going in Cleveland, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So then you can or Trae Young against the Knicks, where you could take that bow.
Trae Young versus the Knicks, in my opinion, kind of fueled that whole thing of the whole villain thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me on that thought. Are you guys in agreement on that one?
Yeah.
And then obviously the Super Bowl is always at a neutral site.
So neutral.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to jump right in to the topics today. So we had some big news come out of basketball today as the Nets fired their head coach Steve Nash after a 2-5 start. I just want to hear everyone's thoughts on kind of where they go from here. We'll start with Brian.
Yeah, it's a good move for the Nets, I think. I don't think Steve Nash was that guy in Brooklyn, unfortunately for him. But, yeah, I think with the core three they got with Irving, Durant, and Ben Simmons, I think that's a good three. They should be way better than what they are right now. And I think moving on from the coach is going to help that a lot. I'm not sure if they'll go with the Boston guy, but because we still just have no idea about that situation and what's really going on. They haven't named him yet, but it'll be interesting to see where they go from here.
I saw a report today that he could be named as soon as tomorrow or Thursday. However, nothing is set in stone yet for that.
Yeah, either way, I think even if he's not the guy, I think this just good for both parties for Steve Nash to get out of there. I don't think he did great last year, and obviously started very poorly this year. So I just don't. I think it's best for both case scenarios. I don't know I think Steve Nash might be best fit if he wants to have a coaching job as an assistant rather than a head coach.
He was solid